Programs like 911 Gives Hope, Guns and Hoses, I got to believe that it changes people's perceptions of us. It gives people a chance to see that we care about the community and we care about people. 10 years ago, we were looking for ways to raise money for research for a cure for Prader-Willi syndrome, which is a disease that our daughter suffers from. Prader-Willi syndrome is a rare genetic disorder that affects many things in the person afflicted with it, the most of which is people with PW never feel full. They always have this feeling of hunger. They have to be monitored 24/7. They can't live alone. PW people literally would eat until they died if they were not controlled. That led us to the need to build a group home in the area for folks with Prader-Willi syndrome. At the same time, Billy Bolin, current chief of police, and I were working off duty at a housing projects, and he was looking for ways to raise money to maintain Kids Kingdom. As he was planning his event and I was thinking about one for ours, the thought of Guns and Hoses came back into my head, and I mentioned it to him that this is something that this community would come to see, police officers versus firefighters in a boxing match. Everybody in the fire department said, well, if you're going to do boxing here in Evansville and include the firemen, you got to have Mike Dorn, who's on the EFD. So we reached out to Mike, and it formed a very good relationship and friendship with him, and that led to the first Guns and Hoses here at the Coliseum. He's fought in the first Guns and Hoses and many of them after that. Generally considered probably one of the best fighters that we have.
I had some experience in boxing. In '99, I won an Indiana Golden Gloves title. I fought in it for 3 years. For me, I just love boxing, so it was going to be a great thing anyway. I had always envisioned myself, if I ever became a world champion, I was going to give a lot of money to charity or something like that. And I thought, well, maybe we can make some money for charity and I'll feel better about myself.
We all realized that in the end, we're helping the community and we're helping children and people with disabilities.
Mended Little Hearts is a support group that is one of the many organizations that Guns and Hoses supports. Mended Little Hearts is a not-for-profit that helps children with a congenital heart defect. And a congenital heart defect means that a child is born with an abnormality in their heart. Usually, whenever a child is born, they need open heart surgery immediately. I would like to tell Guns and Hoses, thank you. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for your countless hours in the rink, fighting, preparing, training, all of those hours that you were away from your families. Thank you, because you helped so many families that you've never met. Thank you.
In the last 10 years, I didn't think it would get as big as it did, that we could help so many charities in town. 911 Gives Hope has really become a successful charity.
Mickey has a very strong connection with one of the firefighters that fights for the Hoses team. It's Rob Butterby Ralph.
Mickey and I have had that special connection, I would say, since that very first time that we met. It's one of those moments in time that, I'll never forget, because the good Lord put special people on this earth for reasons, and Mickey Fernetten is definitely one of those people.
He encourages her to do her best. He encourages her to work through her struggles and some of the things that are painful in her life, both physically and emotionally. He's just a very, very good, solid role model for Mickey. They absolutely share a connection. People think we're brave. They think some will call us heroes. Running into a burning building, you got to be brave to do that. Chasing a bad guy down a dark alley in the middle of the night who's got a gun, you have to be brave to do that. But that's just our job. That's what we do. These folks that are in wheelchairs or suffer from disease or in chronic or constant pain, especially the kids, they're the real heroes. They're the ones that are really brave. And that's why these guys do what they do. That's why we have 911 Gives Hope. That's why we have Guns and Hoses, because they're the heroes. They're our heroes.
Motivation. What motivates you? Money? Power? Fame?
What motivates me? The hurts they feel, the sobs they cry,
The smiles. And the soft goodbyes.
It's my honor to serve these children who don't deserve.
To be unwell, these children who go through hell.
I'll take the hit.
I'll take the fall.
This is my battle. This is my brawl.
I'll think of them through the ache, because I know what's at stake.
And in the end, win,
Lose,
Or draw.
Their fight is our fight.
our motivation,
Our reason,
our all.
Guns N' Hoses 10 starts now.